Good morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Love 500. I'm sitting in a car now that I sold to somebody a couple of years ago. This was a Cat C, I believe, that I repaired. As you can see, got the flashing mileage, although it's gone off the screen now, as I've just started the engine. It's got stop start unavailable and fuel cut off unavailable. We've got the airbag light on. Yeah, and obviously the warning triangle, which is the generic one. So there's a few things this could be. It could be any of the airbags. The fact that the mileage is flashing, as you probably know, that indicates that the body computer has lost contact, sometimes temporarily, sometimes permanently, with another ECU. Start, stop, and the fuel cut off. Obviously, the airbags, seat belts, etc., are all controlled by the Airbag ECU. So it's possible the Airbag ECU is faulty. Sometimes these faults can be thrown up because of a voltage problem in the battery. It is only about a year old, the battery. The car up until recently hasn't been used that often, but apparently for the last couple of months it's been used a lot, so I don't think it's going to be the battery. Could be a dodgy earth connection, but my money's on the Airbag ECU. So I'm going to plug it into multi-ECU scan and see what diagnosis we can come up with there. So we'll be back in a second. Okay, so we've got it plugged in now. We've done a couple of checks on multi-ECU scan. I'm just on the body computer at the moment, and as you can see, we've got these errors. Proxy configuration, of course we knew about that. Airbag node. I've just tried, before I connected to this ECU, I tried to connect to the Airbag ECU, and it's not finding it. So I think the Airbag ECU is gone. Inertia switch command, engine control. I'm not quite sure what that is. I've never seen that one before. Inertia switch sounds like it's the fuel cut off where it's not working, which is, I think, is controlled by the Airbag ECU. Pretty sure it is. So it certainly looks like it's going to be that's the error. So I'm not going to be able to clear those errors because those, obviously, they're present at the moment. I will give it a try, but I don't think it's going to work. I can't find my cursor. Where's my cursor? I'm trying to look through the camera at the screen. I don't think it's going to clear the codes because they're obviously present now. Oh, it has. They're presumably going to come straight back up again, I would imagine. So if I disconnect, reconnect, I imagine they're going to come straight back again. I'm going to try and do a proxy alignment, see what that does. But I'm not convinced it's going to work. So while we wait for that to connect, we go back to errors. No fault codes, that's interesting. So what we're going to do now is going to go back and we're going to do a proxy alignment and see if that should stop them flashing mileage, of course, but won't necessarily fix the airbag problem. If it has just temporarily lost connection, then it might work, but the chances are the Airbag ECU is kaput. So we'll have to get a new one for her for that, or second-hand one, I should say. Airbag node removed. There you go. There's the error. So we'll try and see if we can do the adjustment. So it says the airbag node has been removed, which it obviously hasn't. So it could have just lost contact. It could be broken. So I'm going to execute to try and do a proxy alignment. Press yes to continue, see if it will do it. We see on the screen there it's going through each computer module, sort of reconnecting, reading it and reconnecting it to the main one. Dashboard node at the moment. That's going to work, yeah. Success. Telematic mode, that's the blue and me. And I believe that someone said that also operates the central locking. I'm not convinced about that, but completed. That's interesting. Turn the key to off. Press yes to continue. Now turn the key back on. Oh, airbag lights have gone off. Fuel cut off is still unavailable though. Start stop fuel still unavailable. Interesting, the airbag light's gone off. That's bizarre. Very bizarre. So I'm going to try and connect now to the airbag one again. See if it'll connect to it now. The mileage has stopped flashing, so it looks like it has reconnected to the airbag node. So we'll connect to the airbag. I might have just connected to the wrong airbag module, but come on, you can do it. Come on. Come on. Connection failed. Yeah, see, I think, let's try. I'm not sure which airbag module it is, but normally it will fail. Sometimes if you select the wrong one, it connects to it anyway. Sometimes it won't. But we'll try each one just to make sure. Yeah, see, it's failing. So, although the airbag lights have gone off now, which is interesting. I'm trying the next one down. No, it's not going to work, is it? I think we can safely say it's not going to work. I'll try this last one, see if it works. I've tried all three now, so it looks like it is that. That's obviously gone. It's obviously faulty. So we'll have to take it out, have a look at what make it is. Yeah, no response from module. So if we go back to, which was the one we had the errors on? Was it the body computer? If we go back to the body computer, connect back to that, see if those errors have come back. It's weird that the airbag light's gone out, but the one I've forgotten what that other one is now. Errors. Yeah, inertia switch command. I'm not sure what that is. I think that's part of the airbag ECU. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, really not sure. So I'll have to double check on that, but I'm pretty sure that's part of the airbag ECU. So as you can see, I mean, we've got this dodgy speedo here. As you can see, the indicator is slightly alight. I've already had that recently on another car. It's a bit of a pain. So some of the lights are sort of, you can see that airbag light is very dim there. So there is a problem with the speedo. That's not what's causing this, but there is a problem with the speedo. But yeah, this needs some further looking into. So I'm gonna Google that code, have a look on forums, and see what I can find out about that inertia switch. Pretty certain, as I keep repeating myself, pretty certain it's to do with the ECU. But as I can't connect to that ECU anyway, that's obviously a fault, so it would be a bit of a coincidence if it wasn't that. So we're going to try that again one more time, just to connect to the airbag one. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to try another proxy alignment, because I've done this before. Well, I've done a proxy alignment, and it hasn't worked. And then I've done a proxy alignment again, and it has worked, bizarrely. So I'm going to do it again. I won't bore you with too much more of multi-ECU scan, but it's nice to be able to show you, sorting errors out or trying to diagnose what errors are. Vehicle is properly configured, but we're going to do it anyway. Don't think it will even do it, will it? Might do. It says it's properly configured, but I'm going to go for it again anyway. So, write it into body's computer. So I guess it's because it says it's been removed, which obviously means it doesn't work. Body computer. It's funny how I still can't understand how it switched the airbag light off. That's a bit weird. Dashboard node. Dashboard node success. Telematic mode. I don't recall seeing it last time, that the airbag ECU even came up. So if it thinks, yeah, it hasn't even come up, so it thinks it's physically been removed. So we'll look further into that, and yeah, so I'll come back once I've figured out what it is, and maybe I've got a new airbag module, and we'll go from there. Here we are back on the car that I sold a couple of years ago. I've now had the new, or rather second-hand, airbag ECU, and I'm going to take this ECU out. There's a couple of bolts in there, 10mm bolts, just to get that out. I've disconnected the battery, and I'm hoping this is going to do the trick. So it's seen the airbag ECU. I'm getting those errors up. Driver's airbag resistance second stage. I think that's going to be the clock spring. Airbag control light. I don't know what that means. I'll have to search for those. Passenger airbag exclusion control light. I don't know what that means. I haven't done a proxy alignment yet, so I'm hoping it might be something to do with that. Same as this incorrect configuration. What that's all about, I don't know. Not seen that before. Right, so we're going to try and do a proxy alignment as I showed you before, and then with a bit of luck that might do it. So here we are, a couple of weeks later. It beat me. I couldn't figure out what was causing it. I tried everything, just couldn't figure out what was doing it. So the lady said that, well, I told her that the only thing I can suggest that she does is go to Fiat. As much as I would never recommend anyone going to Fiat to get anything done, it beat me. Couldn't figure it out. Couldn't figure it out at all. So last week she booked it into the local Fiat dealers, which isn't particularly local, in South London. They came back with a report. Bearing in mind, I changed the speedo. I put another speedo in. I changed the clock spring, and I also changed the driver's airbag. Didn't make any difference. Didn't make any difference at all. So those errors were still up, especially the passenger airbag. I can't remember how it was, how it described it now, but it was the light. It said it was the plausibility. So there's obviously an error where the voltage, I think the voltage goes from the airbag to the ECU, or from the ECU to the display. Somewhere along the line there's a disparity with the voltage. I think it's something to do with that. But anyway, she took it into the Fiat dealers. They came back with a report. I haven't seen the report yet. She did say she was going to photograph it and send it to me, which she hasn't done. But what it did say was it's definitely the airbag, the driver's airbag, and it's definitely the speedo. Could be other things. And although she didn't tell me what the cost was, she said it was astronomical what they wanted to charge her. Luckily, while she was down there, she saw a nice, she called it pink, but I think it's the new shape red, which is a bit orangey, pinky red, convertible. I think it was 2015 one. And they've offered a good trade-in for the car. So I think that's what she's going to do. So she told me about that a week ago, and I haven't heard from her since. So I'm assuming she's sorted it, and which is annoying because I wanted to get to the bottom of it. My next thing I was going to do was take the passenger airbag out and do that, replace that, and see how we got on with that. But we'll never know now, unless the car comes up at Copart, in which case I might buy it back. I don't like being beaten by these things. It's annoying. So I'm just editing the video now, just putting the video together to upload it. This one will be going on the end. I just wanted to show you my ugly mug and just give you an update before it finished. So that's the end of this one. Moving on to the next one. I've already got my next car, which is almost finished, which is now on the road outside, all taxed, insured and MOT'd. So that one will be coming up soon as well, so I'll be uploading that within the next couple of weeks. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too much. Speak to you soon.